The school prayer will now be led by Vidusshi of grade 7.
Join your hands, close your eyes, and please bow your heads. O dear Good Shepherd, make our school a home away from a home. Make us always feel that we all belong to a family and that the teachers are like our parents. We believe that you speak to them when we listen to them. Give more wisdom to all concerned with us so that they may guide us always on the right path. Make us know your presence and power by rewarding and punishing us. Let us not become proud when we are rewarded, and let us not become humiliated when you punish us for our mistakes. Give us enough strength to forget and forgive as you forgive us our sins. We thank you for the showers of blessings on this school, for its growth and progress into a big and good school. Give us everything to make our lives in this school a happy one. This we ask for your love's sake. Amen.
All are requested to remain standing for the school song.
Be seated.
Good morning, all. Today's news. Successful landing of Chandrayaan-3. Chandrayaan-3 launched on 14th August 2023 and landed in the south polar region of the moon on 23rd August 2023. For the first time in history, temperature profiling of lunar soil around the South Pole is being done. Leading the Chandrayaan-3's efforts was ISRO Chief S. Somant and the Project Director P. Veeramathuval. Wagner mercenary chief's death in plane crash confirmed by Russia. Wagner mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin was formally confirmed dead on Sunday. Questions on what caused his plane to crash earlier this week have continued to mount. Business news. FDI equity flows into India declined 34% in April-June 2023. Foreign direct investment into India declined 34% to $10.94 billion during April-June 2023-24 due to lower inflows in computer hardware and software, telecommunications, automobiles, and pharmaceuticals, according to government data. Sports news. India men's 4x400 meter relay team breaks the Asian record and qualifies for World Championships for the first time. The Indian men's team of Muhammad Anas Yahya, Sara Jacob, Muhammad Ajmal Variatodi, and Rajesh Ramesh produced an amazing performance at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest, shattering Asian record and making finals for the first time in Indian history. Chess. Magnus Carlsen beats India's Pragnanda to win the FIDE World Cup. The world's #1, Magnus Carlsen, defeated India's 18-year-old Ramesh Babu Pragnanda on Thursday in the FIDE World Cup final in Baku over 3 days. The final went into a 2-game tiebreaker after the first 2 rounds failed to produce a winner. Carlsen won the first game and the second game ended in a draw, handing the win to the Grandmaster. Regional news. 10 dead and over 20 injured in a fire in train compartment in Tamil Nadu. At least 10 people have died and 20 have been injured in a massive fire that broke out inside a stationary train compartment in Madurai railway station early in the morning of 26 August 2023. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin expands free breakfast scheme for government school students. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin launched the expansion of the state's free breakfast scheme for all government primary schools throughout the state. He marked this expansion by serving breakfast to school students and sat down to have a meal with the students. Thank you.
We will now have Serene of grade 9 to deliver her speech.
Opportunity and unity would be the 2 words I would use to describe our home away from home. Good morning to one and all present here. My name is Serene Nagpal, and I would like to share with you the importance of an opportunity. I would like to begin my speech with a quote. I quote, "Opportunities are like sunrises. If you wait too long, you miss them." In a world that is constantly evolving, opportunities come in various forms. They might present themselves as challenges, moments of change, or as chances to learn and innovate. But irrespective of their disguise, they all share a common trait. They provide us with a chance to make a difference, to transform our circumstances, and to contribute to the betterment of society. Opportunities are not always handed to us on a silver platter. Often, we must actively seek them out and be prepared to seize them. This requires a combination of vigilance, readiness, and determination. It's important to recognize that opportunities don't always announce themselves loudly. Sometimes they're hidden within the challenges we face. The ability to discern these hidden opportunities is a skill worth cultivating. I believe that when a chance doesn't come knocking, build a door. Our school provides endless opportunities for students to live up to our potential, push our limits, and be strong and independent individuals. How we utilize it is what matters. One thing I've learned is that when you are offered a chance, even if you are terrible at it, say yes and then learn and better yourself at it later. Furthermore, we must remember that seizing an opportunity is not just about personal gain. It's about recognizing how our actions can positively impact those around us. By capitalizing on the right opportunities, we can create a ripple effect of change that extends beyond ourselves and benefits our communities, our nations, and the world at large. In conclusion, opportunities are the life and blood of progress and transformation. They are the mediums through which we can channel our creativity, determination, and ambition. So let's remain vigilant, open-minded, and proactive in seeking our opportunities, and let us be bold in embracing them, even if they come wrapped in challenges. By doing so, we can shape a future that is not only brighter for ourselves, but for all of those who matter and have put their all into our development. Thank you.
That was a truly remarkable speech. Thank you, Serene.
The Harmonic Collective will be presenting to you an African American spiritual Siyahamba. Siyahamba originated as a devotional chorus and grew to be closely associated with the apartheid movement after it was adopted by the International Campaign Against the Racist Regime from the mid-1980s.
Siyahamba has been perceived both locally and internationally as a popular song of praise with a strong political significance. Chanted at rallies in public events, the historic South African tune continues to encourage campaigners for change worldwide. I thank the Harmonic Collective for the melodious performance.
I now invite Mr. Jacob and Mrs. Sara Jacob onto the stage to hand out the awards.
Ritikesh and Adav won second runner-up in the Vidukora Vignani competition.
The following are the results for the Nilgiri District Table Tennis Tournament. In the under-17 boys category, the first place was bagged by Aryaman Harlaka. In the under-15 girls category, third place went to Kushi Mensinkai. In the under 17 girls category, third place was awarded to Ananya Nahata.
In the under 13 girls category, the third place was awarded to Thiong Namsham. In the under 13 boys category, Yadav Babu came in third place. In the under 11 girls category, third place was awarded to Sai Ritvika.
In the district level Chief Minister Trophy, Ramanand of grade 10 was awarded runner-up for the under 19 boys category.
The following are the results for the state-level tennis tournament. Shivesh Agarwal was qualified for the quarterfinals in the under 14 boys category. Suhan Chowdhury came in as winner for the under 14 boys category.
Five of our participants have qualified for the National Rifle Shooting Tournament. The participants are as follow: Janil Hari Sardara, Rishi Agarwal, Rishu Advika GR,
Nishi Ashok Duparia, Vani Khedia, and Sudarshan.
The following basketball players came in first place for the Chief Minister Trophy. Shauryaveer Malik, Shaurya Mahesh Patel, AP Magian,
Manav Thakkar, Shlok Rajeshbhai Sarathia, Meet Manish Bhojani,
Jareja Meet Raj Singh, Dhruv Raj Patel, Rajveer Vishal Chordia,
Somreddy Abhishant Reddy, Saket Sanjeev Petankar, Samkit Ji. Pawan Kumar and Advait Panchal were selected for the Nilgiris district in the Tamil Nadu Inter-District State Level Under-19 Cricket Tournament.
I thank Mr. Jacob and Mrs. Sara Jacob, our President and Vice President, for handing out the awards. I would now like to request our Principal and Director to address the school.
Good morning. Today we will have two assemblies and both will be different. But I have a question. How many of us think that we don't have enough time? Can I have show of hands, please? We don't have enough time. Adults, are you sleeping? There is so much to do and there is not enough time. It seems that we have time, and time. So next time, when you visit my office, please don't tell me that we don't have enough time. But I want all of us to just look at one data point, that today we saved 225 man hours in the morning. Is there anyone who can help me? That how did we save 225 man hours today just in the morning? Okay, let me help. We were supposed to have our assembly starting at 9:15. Almost 95% of us were in this hall by 8:55. By 9 o'clock, the entire community was all set to start the assembly. So between 9 and 9:15, there are 15 minutes, and we are approximately 900 people sitting here. Multiply that 15 with 900 and divide by 60, you will get 225 hours. So the question we should be asking ourselves, that did we ever realize that either we are too ignorant or too clumsy to understand the value of each minute we have at our disposal? One day, if we can save 225 man hours, we also need to realize that how and what kind of resources we have saved for ourselves. And if we become time conscious like this, we start making an effort towards saving time, saving resources, how fast we can grow and how fast we can prosper. So today, with the permission of Mr. Dominic, who is our timekeeper, next assembly will start at 8:58. That's our target. No one will be expected to be late. Dominic, sir, do I have? Excellent. Thank you, sir. So let's compliment ourselves for saving 225 hours. Hence, I have also decided not to waste your time with my gyan. Can I request somebody to play that video for us, please?
When I was young, my family lived overseas. I lived in Indonesia for a few years. And my mother, she didn't have the money to send me where all the American kids went to school. But she thought it was important for me to keep up with an American education. So she decided to teach me extra lessons herself, Monday through Friday. But because she had to go to work, the only time she could do it was at 4:30 in the morning. But whenever I'd complain, my mother would just give me one of those looks and she'd say, "This is no picnic for me either, Buster." So I know that some of you are still adjusting to being back at school, but I'm here today because I have something important to discuss with you. My father left my family when I was 2 years old, and I was raised by a single mom who had to work and who struggled at times to pay the bills and wasn't always able to give us the things that other kids had. There were times when I missed having a father in my life. There were times when I was lonely and I felt like I didn't fit in. So I wasn't always as focused as I should have been on school, and I did some things that I'm not proud of, and I got in more trouble than I should have. And my life could have easily taken a turn for the worse. But I was lucky. I got a lot of second chances, and I had the opportunity to go to college and law school and follow my dreams. My wife, our First Lady, Michelle Obama, she has a similar story. Neither of her parents had gone to college, and they didn't have a lot of money. But they worked hard, and she worked hard so that she could go to the best schools in this country. Some of you might not have those advantages. Maybe you don't have adults in your life who give you the support that you need. Maybe someone in your family has lost their job and there's not enough money to go around. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't feel safe or have friends who are pressuring you to do things you know aren't right. Maybe you could be a great writer, maybe even good enough to write a book or articles in a newspaper, but you might not know it until you write that English class paper that's assigned to you. Maybe you could be an innovator or an inventor, maybe even good enough to come up with the next iPhone or the new medicine or vaccine, but you might not know it until you do your project for your science class. Maybe you could be a mayor or a senator or a Supreme Court justice, but you might not know that until you join student government or the debate team. And no matter what you want to do with your life, I guarantee that you'll need an education to do it. You want to be a doctor or a teacher or a police officer? You want to be a nurse or an architect, a lawyer or a member of our military? You're going to need a good education for every single one of those careers. You cannot drop out of school and just drop into a good job. You've got to train for it and work for it and learn for it. And this isn't just important for your own life and your own future. What you make of your education will decide nothing less than the future of this country. The future of America depends on you. What you're learning in school today will determine whether we as a nation can meet our greatest challenges in the future. You'll need the knowledge and problem-solving skills you learn in science and math to cure diseases like cancer and AIDS, and to develop new energy technologies and protect our environment. You'll need the insights and critical thinking skills you gain in history and social studies to fight poverty and homelessness, crime and discrimination and make our nation more fair and more free. You'll need the creativity and ingenuity you develop in all your classes to build new companies that will create new jobs and boost our economy. We need every single one of you to develop your talents and your skills and your intellect so you can help us old folks solve our most difficult problems. If you don't do that, if you quit on school, you're not just quitting on yourself, you're quitting on your country. Now, I know it's not always easy to do well in school. I know a lot of you have challenges in your lives right now that can make it hard to focus on your schoolwork. I get it. I know what it's like. But at the end of the day, the circumstances of your life, what you look like, where you come from, how much money you have, what you've got going on at home, none of that is an excuse for neglecting your homework or having a bad attitude in school. That's no excuse for talking back to your teacher or cutting class or dropping out of school. There is no excuse for not trying. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you'll end up. No one's written your destiny for you. Because here in America, you write your own destiny. You make your own future. That's what young people like you are doing every day all across America. That's why today I'm calling on each of you to set your own goals for your education and do everything you can to meet them. Your goal can be something as simple as doing all your homework, paying attention in class, or spending some time each day reading a book. Maybe you'll decide to get involved in an extracurricular activity or volunteer in your community. Maybe you'll decide to stand up for kids who are being teased or bullied because of who they are or how they look. Because you believe, like I do, that all young people deserve a safe environment to study and learn. Maybe you'll decide to take better care of yourself so you can be more ready to learn. But whatever you resolve to do, I want you to commit to it. I want you to really work at it. I know that sometimes you get that sense from TV that you can be rich and successful without any hard work. That your ticket to success is through rapping or basketball or being a reality TV star. Chances are you're not going to be any of those things. The truth is, being successful is hard. You won't love every subject that you study. You won't click with every teacher that you have. Not every homework assignment will seem completely relevant to your life right at this minute. And you won't necessarily succeed at everything the first time you try. That's okay. Some of the most successful people in the world are the ones who've had the most failures. J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter, her first Harry Potter book was rejected 12 times before it was finally published. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He lost hundreds of games and missed thousands of shots during his career. But he once said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed." These people succeeded because they understood that you can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you. You have to let them show you what to do differently the next time. So if you get into trouble, that doesn't mean you're a troublemaker. It means you need to try harder to act right. If you get a bad grade, that doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you need to spend more time studying. No one's born being good at all things. You become good at things through hard work. You're not a varsity athlete the first time you play a new sport. You don't hit every note the first time you sing a song. You've got to practice. The same principle applies to your schoolwork. You might have to do a math problem a few times before you get it right. You might have to read something a few times before you understand it. You definitely have to do a few drafts of a paper before it's good enough to hand in. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. I do that every day. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. Because it shows you have the courage to admit when you don't know something, and that then allows you to learn something new. So find an adult that you trust, a parent, a grandparent, or a teacher, a coach, or a counselor, and ask them to help you stay on track to meet your goals. And even when you're struggling, even when you're discouraged, and you feel like other people have given up on you, don't ever give up on yourself. Because when you give up on yourself, you give up on your country. The story of America isn't about people who quit when things got tough. It's about people who kept going, who tried harder, who loved their country too much to do anything less than their best. It's the story of students who sat where you sit 250 years ago and went on to wage a revolution, and they founded this nation. Young people. Students who sat where you sit 75 years ago, who overcame a depression and won a world war, who fought for civil rights and put a man on the moon. Students who sat where you sit 20 years ago, who founded Google and Twitter and Facebook and changed the way we communicate with each other. So today, I want to ask all of you, what's your contribution going to be? What problems are you going to solve? What discoveries will you make? What will a president who comes here in 20 or 50 or 100 years say about what all of you did for this country? You know, your families, your teachers, and I are doing everything we can to make sure you have the education you need to answer these questions. I'm working hard to fix up your classrooms and get you the books and the equipment and the computers you need to learn. But you've got to do your part too. So I expect all of you to get serious this year. I expect you to put your best effort into everything you do. I expect great things from each of you. So don't let us down. Don't let your family down or your country down. Most of all, don't let yourself down. Make us all proud.
I would request all of you to sit straight. Unfold your legs, please. Close your eyes. Ask yourself for 2 minutes, if he was talking to us, and if he was, which part of his message was for me? Thank you very much. You can open your eyes. Let's continue with the rest of the assembly, please. Thank you very much for your time, patience.
Thank you, sir. All are requested to rise for the school anthem, followed by the national anthem.